Pyramus, Pygmalion, and Thisbe live in Babylon, and from the time they were young were neighbors. Their best friends were very close to each other. They played together daily as children. A young man, Pygmalion, vulgarly fell in love with Thisbe as they grew older. And on the other side, Pyramus secretly also admired Thisbe because of her outstanding beauty. Pyramus is a handsome guy with fully fitted body. Pygmalion's a gifted young sculptor, a woman hater, except of Thisbe. And Thisbe, she is the loveliest maiden of all the East, live in Babylon. Although they are best friends, Pyramus can't help but to fall in love with Thisbe. One day, Pyramus secretly gave a love letter to Thisbe to confess his feelings. Fortunately, Thisbe had feeling to Pyramus as well. But because of Pygmalion, were hostile to one another, so the love between Pyramus and Thisbe remained a secret. They had a special meeting place at a wall between their houses. This particular wall bore a scar, a large crack, met in smooth surface as a result of an earthquake long ago. Pyramus and Thisbe communicated through this rock when it was risky to see one another. One particularly magnificent day, they arrived at their usual meeting place. The beauty of the day made them lament their situation all the more. They cried as they watched two hummingbirds fly over the wall together. Suddenly, they came to the decision that they would not to stop from being together any longer. They decided to meet the night outside the city gates under the mulberry tree filled with white fruit. This particular tree grew near a stream next to the local cemetery. Thisbe, hidden by a veil, arrived at the appointed spot first and waited patiently for Pyramus to come. All of a sudden, Pygmalion with his furious face covered with a mask popped up. "Who are you waiting with? Why are you here in the middle of the night?" Annoyed said Pygmalion. Thisbe, frightened by this disturbance, she attempted to run to the nearby cave, but Pygmalion immediately grabbed her veil to stop her. Meanwhile, Pyramus had arrived at the meeting place. As he approached the tree, he could not help but notice Thisbe fainted and was tied up under the mulberry tree with a tape in her mouth. His heart beat faster. As he approached the stream, his fears were confirmed upon seeing Thisbe was tortured. Unfortunately, Pygmalion in his back smashed his head and screamed, "You traitor! You know that I love Thisbe so much since we are young. Why did you do this to me?" Pyramus with unbearable pain drew his sword to Pygmalion. Then they are fighting each other. Meanwhile, Thisbe recovered from her fright, came back to herself. She saw Pygmalion covered by blood, laid down in the ground, and there she saw Pyramus' body lying in a crumpled heap on the ground. Rock, with uncontrollable agony, struggled to take a piece of sharp stone to untie herself, and luckily, she unwrapped herself and shouting for help. Fortunately, there were hunters who heard her help and immediately ran to the hospital. A month later, Thisbe and Pyramus got married and lived happily ever after. In the other side, Pygmalion accepted the situation and moving on. He pursued his dreams as professional sculptor, and he met the beautiful woman, Galatea. Galatea, a loving and a beautiful woman with sparkling eyes who captured the heart of Pygmalion. After the month, they got married and blessed with twin babies, named Pyramus and Parthia, and lived happily with peace.